Hi YouTube, it's Longer James, and we're going to be playing Last Day on Earth Survival, and let's go and we're going to be killing the blind one in hard mode Bunker Alpha. I already cleared out some of the early zombies in the map, and we're going to go in and just take out these first sets over here. Actually, I forgot my assault rifle with a scope, so I'm gonna go pick that up first so I can just go take out one of those zombies, because in this game there's a little bug where if zombies can't get to you and you attack them in hard mode, they don't have armor, so they don't get damage reduction. So we're gonna go, and that's a little tip for you guys, and we're gonna go get the assault rifle and with a scope that can reach them and kill them. So I want to talk about some news in the game that's just happening. This game just had its newest update just today. It's still in beta 1.8.6. So Kafir added some new stuff. They balanced rating more. I'm not sure what they balance, but as far as I know, that probably just means that higher level players will get more more difficult raids where there's level 3 walls, and that you have to use explosives for instead of just hatchets. So let me go find my scoped gun. Here it is. I am almost starving. Let's find that. Alright, let's go kill the zombie, and then we can go kill the blind one. Give me a second. I am fixing my OBS controls. So let's see if this works. Oop, I'm starving. Okay. Having some minor issues with my hotkeys. Okay. Alright, there you go. Alright, so yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about earlier, update 1.8.6, and so this is the dev blog. They updated the rating balances, and they also added some PvE co-op multiplayer now, where before all they had you do was just shoot like some egg cocoons, and so I will now show you where we are in terms of their annual roadmap, or at least I think this is for the whole year. This is just approximate. So you can see on number 4 right here, we have the raid changes, which that's done, and enemies doing damage to multiplayer players, and that's basically done. But what they still haven't done, or at least they haven't announced that it's been done, is the RPGs change. I'm not entirely sure what they're referring to by RPG. I am assuming they're talking about the leveling skill system like this. And there were rumors going around that they were going to change how you get the skills. A lot of people were complaining that when you fill up your level meter, which is you can't see it right now, but it's the thing that where it says 89%. When you fill that up, you gain a level for exploring the location that you're in, and the skills are kind of like sectioned off for those designated areas. For example, you can only get where is it? The extra pocket skill from rock zones. So if you want to in the rock zone and you filled up your exploration experience meter to 100, you could only there was a chance that one of the things that you get aren't a skill. It's just some more EXP for that same location. So you're not really being rewarded in that sense. So hopefully that's one of the changes they're going to be making in terms of the RPG system changes that they put on their roadmap. And so without further ado, let's go in and kill the big one. So let's just get some stuff prepared. I still don't know which weapon does optimal damage. It does 22 damage a hit. That might be a problem. Okay, so the assault rifle with the laser does the most, probably the most amount of damage safely. The blind one starts to heal when he reaches about 660 HP. And then he heals a second time when he reaches about 300. The boss always just hits you 5 times. The blind one always hits you 5 times, and then he does his running tackle thing. The running tackle thing is an instant kill, so you want to dodge that. Definitely. And he should die from this now. Alright, there we go. We got rid of the big one. And I'm going to leave this stuff there for now. And I'm going to work on clearing the rest of the bunker. So one of the other nice things about this game company Kafir that makes Lost on Earth is they make I think at least 2 other games that are very similar to it. One of them being Grim Soul Survival, and the other one being Jurassic Survival, which are basically the same game with different skins. This one being a zombie apocalypse one. The other Grim Soul Survival is a kind of medieval one where the enemies are still, I would say they're technically zombies still. To some extent. And so they made an update recently, just a minor maintenance update, but soon they're going to be adding a dungeon to the game, which will be exciting. Hopefully, it's going to be randomized, so the experience won't be too, you know, it won't get too boring. Hopefully, I feel has happened to the Last Day on Earth bunker. It got a little bit stale, in my opinion. Alright, now back to clearing Bunker Alpha. Yeah, we can just kill this guy because he'll take the full damage from the handgun because he can't get to us. And I'll do the same thing with this guy back behind this fence with an assault rifle. Can't reach him with a pistol unless he has a sight on it. So I'll use all this durability on him. And then we're going to switch back to the hammer and one of these melee weapons. Ah, he's gonna explode! Yeah, the explosions are also one-shot kills. Actually, I'm not too entirely sure about that now, because they did add a perk in this game, or skill, where you can now have over 100 HP. And so I don't know if you have the SWAT armor in this game, and more than 100 HP, if you can actually survive the explosion. I don't want to try it, at least not yet. Maybe later someone finds out. You guys know, put it in the comment section below. That'll be great. I might have to go back to the first floor and go get more bandages. I'm almost out. If you time your moves correctly against these guys, you can get in like 3 hits for their 1 hit. So what you do is you press the attack button, and then you press the auto button, and then you attack again, and then you move, and then you attack, auto, attack again, and then move. And the goal of moving is trying to get the zombie to move. Just so that it makes it them have to like restart their attack animation all over again, so it makes them take longer. And usually moving and then attacking for you is better. It shortens your attack animation time, and that's called stutter stepping in this game. Or a lot of games have it where moving and attacking will cut the animation to let you attack slightly faster than you normally would be able to, just by attacking on auto or holding down the attack button. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus on making a complete loop first, rather than killing everything. My armor is about to break. It's still pretty good. So you can only go through here, this laser area, if you go through this dark room right here. And then there's a control panel on there and you can turn off the lasers. Or you can just sneak by over here. And just hug the wall. And the zombie won't notice you. Nah, kill this guy. This guy's gonna be kind of tough to deal with. So this guy, if you're doing the sneaking way, I like to bring him over here. I just want to make sure I have enough healing items. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. So you want to bring him over here. And then you want to go to this side of him so you can be able to be ready to run when he starts exploding. And then you can kill his parasites with handguns. I'm slightly worried because I only have 3 carrots and 2 beef jerkies, and I have to probably deal with both of these guys after killing this one. Oh no, it's fine. I just have to kill that one. Then you can use this terminal and get out without killing that guy. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys the update with the multiplayer enemies yet because there is a kind of a wall to get into the multiplayer section. You need 3 electronic circuits and some steel plates. I have the steel plates and I have 2 electronic circuits right now, so I just need 1 more to go in there. Hopefully I can show you guys that really soon because I have the recycler and my electronics recycling level. There are levels for the recycler. For each component, there's different categories of components that you can put in there. There's armor, melee weapons, firearms, mechanical, which are like gas and gas tanks for the chopper, and chopper wheels, ATV gas tanks, other stuff like that. And you can get steel from that, which is pretty good. You can also get there's electronics you can recycle, like batteries, watches. For some reason is under electronics. I think it should go under mechanical though. And then you can also get like phones, cameras, and USBs, and those can give you electronic circuits. There is a Discord server for this game. It's a really great community most of the time. Sometimes they go off topic a lot in their own server, the admins and stuff. But they have really good tips, and you can put in suggestions in there because it's by the official game company Configure that they made the server. So that's really good that the community gets a chance to give feedback to them. I really like the communication we have with them. They don't always listen, but sometimes they do, so you know. Alright, need some more melee weapons, another handgun maybe. I don't need the scope AK anymore. I don't need this hammer anymore. I'll be fine with my armor for now. I'll keep it. Yeah, I don't know what else to bring with me right now. Back to floor 3, and then I'm just going to clear out the rest of the singled out zombies that are easy to get to. I'm actually hoping that multiplayer, once it gets more fully fleshed out, that Sector 7 will be more easily accessible, because electronic circuits are pretty hard to get. The only ways to get them, as far as I'm concerned, is using the recycler, and you have to recycle a lot of stuff for the electronic level to get to a decent point where recycling phones and cameras and USBs will actually kind of reliably give you a chance to give your electronic circuits, because there's a percentage chance at how the recycler works. Is it gives you a percent chance for getting particular items from whatever you're recycling. So the chance is pretty low to get electronic circuits out of those. Can you hit me one more time? Heal. So yeah, multiplayer is basically endgame at this point, which I'm not sure why the devs decided to make it an endgame type thing, because the way that the multiplayer area works is everyone just gets like power suits, and everybody's power suit has the exact same thing. So it doesn't matter whether you're a I just got some spam emails. It doesn't matter whether you're an experienced player or a noob. Like, everyone's gonna have the same thing, and I think that everyone should be able to just join in. Understandably, though, the Kafir is a relatively new company, so they don't have a lot of servers to accommodate everybody. There's a large amount of players, and Kafir just didn't anticipate having such a large player base, so they don't have enough that's probably why they decided to limit how many players could go on their servers at any time, by putting the restriction for having like endgame items such as electronic circuits as a requirement to go into the multiplayer zone. Hopefully, when they get enough servers up and running to accommodate more players, that they will loosen the restrictions on multiplayer so that everyone can access multiplayer, because I feel like this game really needs that social aspect and everyone playing together and that kind of thing, clans and stuff, for this game to be really fun, because the way that they implemented the bunker in this game is very monotonous, in that all the enemies are placed in the same area, facing the same way all the time, so there's no freshness to it. And essentially, Bunker Alpha is the end game right now. Of course, this is still beta, so that could change. But Bunker Alpha is basically the place where you go to grind, get all your guns, get all the highest materials. Right now with the recycler building steel walls in your base is end game, which are level 4 walls. And to get steel, you need copper or steel, and copper turns into steel. You refine it. So you can easily get that now by recycling batteries. Batteries give you copper, watches give you copper. Earlier I mentioned the Discord for this game. There's a whole list. They have a bunch of references for their game. The community is pretty great. They share all their information and stuff. A lot of people are helpful in there. So I'm on there too. I help people if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions for me on YouTube or in the channel, go ahead and comment down there, and I'll directly get back to you on those. So I think I reached about 20 minutes on this video right now, so I'll just continue going around showing you guys more of the enemies you can kill. I do need to swap out armor right now because my armor is going to break. Let's see, what else is there to talk about right now? So a lot of people are saying that that clans are coming really soon, but according to the roadmap, that's like the last thing on their map, and also PvP in multiplayer locations. I really do hope that Last Day on Earth incorporates multiplayer throughout the entire game, rather than just putting all their multiplayer into Sector 7. The reason for that, again, is because Sector 7 requires players to get those electronic circuits, which are really endgame components that not everyone has access to again. And I feel like that's a really big turnoff for a lot of people, because a lot of people play games to have fun, and one of the best ways to have fun is usually through social means, playing with friends. Not that there's anything wrong with playing solo games, but if games are usually solo games, they usually have to have really good mechanics and a good story, or just be absolutely hilarious in terms of their comedy and make the game funny and entertaining. Like in this game, you can pee in it. In Grim Souls, you can throw up if you eat a bunch of food, and it's always just like funny to like pee or throw up on your enemies in these games that Kafir made. So that's kind of one of the things I'm talking about when I mean the humor of the game needs to be there. I'm just gonna delete these because they're. Usually I save a lot of my broken down stuff to scrap them for recycling to level up my stuff, but because different items give different amount of experience in your recycler, so I'm just recycling all my highest level clothes that are almost broken, and the reason for that is because I have so many of them now that it doesn't matter. Normally you would want to level up your recycler level by recycling lower leveled stuff, because you want to get that level higher so that the recycle percentage to get the good items such as steel or electronic circuits are high, so that you have a good chance of getting those really rare and top quality items. So right now my clothing level in the recycler is still 1, I think, and putting in the highest level armor in the recycler, which is the SWAT gear, has a 0% chance of getting steel. So you need to level it up first before you can even have a chance of getting steel. But I don't care, because I have so much broken SWAT armor laying around that I'll just use it to level up my clothing recycler instead of waiting for it to give me a chance to get steel. Okay, now that I have a fresh set of armor, I do want some more bandages and more carrots. Right. So I'm anticipating that the next update that's coming will be the RPG system change, which is hopefully they're going to get rid of the random not skill that that just gives you experience back for the zone that you leveled up in, which they only give you, I think, 10% of what you got out of the whole level, which is basically like setting you back 90%. But it's worse than that because every time you level in a zone, the level, the experience cap you need to level again increases. So it's just really frustrating and bad, that system. So hopefully that's coming very soon next, maybe in the next week or two, as well as the next thing on the road is a new bunker type location, which is this one. The bunker activates for 2 days at a time. They're going to include the farm. We've already seen screenshots of the farm. Let me see if I can try to find it for you guys. Games. I don't have, I can't find it right now, but also along with that update, the farm update, they will also include the weapons modification update, which so far revealed by the dev team that there will be modifications for a variety of melee weapons, such as the spear, which is the basic starting weapon you can make, as well as machete. I don't remember if they showed off the skull crusher, which is the big hammer, but they did show off the saw blade mace, and those ones can be modified. There were about like 5 or 6 types each for those weapons that you can modify, and as well as all the guns. Well, not all the guns. The pistol, shotguns getting mods, which is new. The AK-47 and the what's this one again? The M16 are going to all get modifications. I don't know about the dual Berettas and the Scar and the VSS. I do not know if those are getting mods. Those weren't shown in the dev preview of their office. They were filming inside their office. And so we're getting those, and more realistic shooting system, which is scatter, misses, etc. I don't know what the etc. is. Hopefully it's going to include random critical headshots where it either instantly kills a zombie or does a massive bonus amount of damage, and hopefully, well, it depends how much the scatter and misses. Actually, I think scatter does refer directly to you know, random crit shots to the head and that sort of thing, as well as you know, maybe doing less damage for hitting the leg or arm or something like that. Psycho Frenzy Giant! He's mad. He's mad I screwed his mom. Get away. I'm just kidding, it was a joke. Alright, he's dead. So I'm really skeptical about, English is hard. Skeptical of the changing in the shooting system. Hopefully they understand how to balance it well with all the averaging out, like the statistics of how much you miss, how often you're gonna shoot them in the head, that sort of thing, to average out the damage to make it about equal to what the damage output of guns is right now. And if they don't, I am thinking that they will include ways to increase your gun shooting skills through the current RPG leveling system. The only thing that I don't like about that, though, is that you have to explore areas and play in those areas, rather than, you know, actually doing the things you're doing to level up those aspects of the game. So say like if I'm shooting a gun and killing things with guns, it should raise my shooting skills. So I should miss less and have better accuracy and shoot things in the head more often, stuff like that, rather than I have to go to, you know, the north area or the rock area or whatever and level up in that zone. To me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. So hopefully that's what they're going to be changing the RPG system, is that you're going to be leveling up based on doing repetitive stuff and grinding, that sort of thing, which they kind of did right for material grinding, in that the skill to get extra like iron or wood, you would get those skills from exploring those areas. Not necessarily mining for more ore would level up that skill, but just being in that area, killing zombies and other stuff, harvesting things, would give you experience for that. So yeah, I think I used up a lot of time for this video. I'm pretty happy that I got to discuss a lot of things with the upcoming updates, not just this update, but hopefully the finishing of update number 4 on the roadmap, and also the upcoming roadmap number 5 that'll be out probably within the, I would say, next month. I'm not too sure if it'll be by the end of June. It could be. But yeah, so far it seems like they're going a little bit slower because they're still doing stuff with multiplayer in the background while they're getting all these other updates pushed out as well. So thank you guys for watching through the whole video. If you guys have any discussions you want to bring up, or you know, what you think about all the updates and stuff, go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Thank you, and have a good one. Bye.